It's Ron comes in handy, tradesman services and solutions. I'm taking a quick break right now. I'm about to go back into the field. And, I was actually like stressing out a little bit. What the hell? There we go. I was stressing out a little bit because this month, which is February, I've been having a lot of callbacks, right? And I was kind of beating myself up about we've seen these callbacks. You guys don't know what callbacks are. It's when, you do a job, you finish it, and then a day later, 2 days later, a week later, they call you back and say, hey, something's wrong with this. So I was beating myself up about it because I'm like, dang, dude, I have to, this kind of messes up my schedule because, I'm a person that stands behind the work. So, and I have a warranty with all my services. So I'm having to go back, see what's going on with this and correct it. And I was beating myself up because I'm like, dang, man, I messed up. But then, I had to think like a lot of stuff that I was doing, or actually all the stuff that I had a callbacks on, it was something new that I was doing. This was like a new thing I was doing. So, for example, installing a dishwasher. I worked at a property management before, and I installed a lot of dishwashers before. This is the first time when I installed a dishwasher and it wasn't draining properly, right? And I'm like, dang, what happened? What's going on here? I did a test run and it seemed like it was working fine. It was a brand new dishwasher. I took the old one out, blah, 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 blah. So long story short, come to find out, the air gap was clogged and that's why it wasn't draining. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, I've never had that happen before. And, because I had checked the drain motor in the dishwasher. I made sure the drain hose wasn't pinched because I've seen that happen before. And then I was like, and the way it was figured out, the property manager had called their tech, and the tech found out. And when I was there, I was like, okay. And that was my next guess. I was like, maybe it's the air gap. The air gap looks old. It could be one of two things. It could be the air gap, or it could be the garbage disposal looks new, and maybe the person didn't punch out the little tab that has a hose that goes there. So there was that, right? Now I'm about to go to another one where I just installed this shower door, and I thought I caulked it correctly, but they're still leaking somewhere. So I'm like, dang, dude. Again, this is the first time I've done multiple shower doors, not too many, but I've never had a problem where it leaked. But this is a different type of shower door to where it goes on the bathtub, and there's a stationary door, like it doesn't move back and forth. This is the first time I ever installed one of these. All the ones I've done, both doors move. This one, when you're looking at the door on the left, doesn't move. So I'm like, oh wow. So I'm going back to here, and I'm just thinking like, okay, this what happened. This is just part of life. You're gonna fail at some things. You're gonna mess up on some things. You're gonna make some mistakes. That's all part of life. The thing is to learn from it. If you never make mistakes in life, you're not doing something right, and it's good that I look at it as a good thing because, or not, well, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I'll say that. I don't look at it as a bad thing because a client could be like, oh, we're not going to call Ron again. We'll call somebody else to fix this mistake. But these clients that have called me back, that I've worked with them multiple times, and they keep calling me back, and they don't beat me up too much about this is not working. And I gotta learn. I don't beat myself up because this is something new that I'm doing. So I guess I'm making this video to also say, like, don't beat yourself up when you make mistakes. Learn from it. See what you did wrong. See what you can do better. Correct it. And that's what I'm doing with these jobs. This is the second one. I think there's been about like 4 so far where I have to go back and I'm like, okay, what's wrong? There was another one. There was a painting one. This is one that I had to learn from. This one I should have known. The client paid me to paint a house and to paint certain sections, right? And so there's this one section where she didn't mention it. I don't feel like she mentioned it, but I should have known, like, okay, it's right in the middle of the section she did tell me to paint. Why shouldn't I paint this? And if I don't know, just ask. I should have said, hey, I don't remember if you mentioned this or you want me to do this, but there's this door right here that that looks like it should be painted. Should I paint this? I could have done that. But I think what it was, I was tired. I wanted to hurry up and get this over and done with. I didn't think about it. That's my mistake. And now I know, do it right the first time, so you don't have to go back and do it again. I should have known that, but sometimes you need to be, you need a refresh course, or you need to be remembered about this stuff. And there was another section in the house where I totally forgot. I don't remember her mentioning this, but what I should have done was walk the house and say, hey, do you want this fixed? This is bad too. I could have done that. That also builds up more. They also respect you. It builds up rapport. But like, oh yeah, we missed that. Can you fix that for us? Simple like that. It's a win-win. So I wanted this to be a quick video on, just fixing my mistakes, not beating myself up about it. It's not the end of the world. I always keep that in mind. It's not the end of the world, And yeah, just got to move on. Learn from your mistakes, basically. That's it.